Wait, what? An important update on Concord. Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback to the launch of Concord on PlayStation 5 and PC. And want to thank everyone who has joined the journey aboard the North Star. Your support and the passionate community that has grown around the game has meant the world to us. However, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that the other aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we'd intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6, 2024, and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PlayStation 5 or PC. If you purchase the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. Customers who purchase from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. More information about refunds from Steam and Epic can be found below. God dog it, man. Once refunded, players will no longer have access to the game. We'll keep you updated, and thank you again to all the free gunners who have joined us in the Concord Galaxy. I don't think, like, the only other game I've ever seen go out that fast would be, what was that game, guys? The day before? Was it the day before? The day after? But that was an obvious, like, scam. That was a scam game. Concord was like a legitimate game here. Yeah, but I also heard this past weekend that it lost like $200 million. Dude, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. So in this situation, what do? You pull Concord, and then what? Do you do some updates to it? Do you overhaul the game? Do you give it, like, you know, the Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn approach, and then you come back and you try to launch it again? Or is this just it? Could bring it back as free to play? I don't really understand that, because it could just make it free to play even. Okay, never mind. I guess where you come. Yeah, because then you would have pay players going, what the hell? I think they're going to have to make it free to play if they want people to play it. You know what I mean? I also think that maybe some core things are going to have to change with the game. Maybe make it faster paced, I suppose. Although the way the movement and everything in the game is meant for balancing purposes. I actually think the gunplay is pretty good. You know, I enjoy the gunplay. I enjoy the game modes. We jumped in as a solo player and also with teams. And I mean, we had a good time playing it. We played like literally all weekend long with Less Than FX during the beta. However, it obviously didn't resonate with you guys. And then on top of that, it seemed like everyone that might have been interested in another hero shooter, Marvel Rivals, had their beta come out. And then everybody was just like completely into Marvel. Why did this game fail? I don't know. I mean, they're all like little reasons. You could say the game came out a decade too late. You could say that maybe the game just didn't possess something that made it stand out. There wasn't, you know, there wasn't a major standout piece about it that made anyone interested in it. You know, it kind of reminds me of like way back whenever everybody was, you know, trying to pivot and make battle royale games. I do think that Concord, there was a very, like, the balance behind it was there. It almost reminded me of Destiny 2 vanilla. And it makes sense because a lot of developers, the PvP developers here at Firewalk Studios that worked on Concord were actually old Destiny PvP guys. Now, I didn't like the double primary system in Destiny 2 vanilla, but Cammy Cakes and Drewski and a lot of those others, like they'll mention that if you were purely basing it off of a competitive environment and like saying like, is this competitively balanced? You can argue and say, yeah, like that may have been the most competitively balanced bunch or Destiny has ever been. And you can also argue and say that Concord was competitively balanced. But dude, at the same time, it just didn't possess that fun factor. I know for Destiny, we didn't have that fun factor. The pacing of Destiny 2 vanilla was just so drastically different from Destiny 1, and we hated it. And yes, you could check all the marks and say, well, this is, you know, this hits all the competitive thresholds that we need to hit to ship it out and say this is balanced. But you didn't have that fun. And also being $40. I just think the $40, maybe $20. I think, or in this case, like at this point, probably just free to play. But like maybe just $20. Why chat say woke? I don't really know. Because it's like some of the character designs people didn't really care for in Concord. I don't really believe, like, that's kind of whatever. But I will say, like, I mean, look, First Ascendant, we're sitting there playing First Ascendant right now. And, you know, I'm not saying I want to play these characters in every game, but there's something to be said about, you know, character design. I mean, maybe it makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Concord is going to be one of those games, guys. We're going to study. I'm honest. We're gonna like study this for years to come and ask ourselves, or if we're not gonna, maybe we won't study as much. I know the gaming world, developers, publishers, they are gonna study Concord and ask, what the hell happened? What the hell happened with this? We did the numbers on it. This game pulled in somewhere around $1 million in revenue, but it was like $200 million in overhead. That's a colossal loss. It's rough, dude. It's rough. If we go right now and we take a look at Concord, right now at this very moment, I don't think I've ever seen a game die this fast. The 24-hour peak for Concord was 104 players. There were 64 players playing an hour ago. The average player count for the past 30 days, 169. I mean, this is... You guys come in here all the time, you're like, oh, Destiny is dead. Fellas, no. This is dead. Like, this is dead. I mean, I hope the developers are able to do something with it, man, and come back swinging. In my opinion, this is what I'm gonna say about Concord. In my opinion, I think we live in a world where, dude, the competition for literally every genre is getting better and better. Just making a balanced game with good gunplay is not enough. You gotta do something to stand out. You gotta really be doing something different. And I think that's it's not that Concord is a bad game. I genuinely don't believe it's a bad game. It's just it's not doing anything that's bar setting or setting itself aside, and it's not giving anyone a reason to play it. Why aren't you playing it then? I was playing it. Me and all 100. Hold on, everybody's giving me shit right now. Why am I not playing this game? I was playing it with all 100 people. I was like literally top 25 in the world. Okay, I was grinding, man. Don't come in here and tell me what was I not playing. We were literally top. I think we even broke like the top 15, maybe top 20. Okay, and look, I don't like to flex this. I don't like to flex it. This is a hashtag humble stream, but we were gaming, man. We were fucking gaming. 8 years down the drain. Again, man. To make a successful game, you just gotta be really, and today especially with, I'm gonna be honest, I think developers, overseas developers, man, are really like starting to eat our lunch. And so with them in the mix, and with some of these companies being too top heavy, this is just the perfect recipe, man.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.